What's going on there, guys? We're back with another one, and we got to talk about this situation with NBA player RJ Hampton and his ex-girlfriend Tiffany Jeffcoat. Apparently, they have a baby together, and things have turned physical over the course of maybe the last few weeks, months. I don't know the specified time, but she's saying she has current, um, marks on her to show that something physical has happened. I'm trying to say it the best way for you to not get flagged, but we about to get into this video. We about to react to it, man. I may stop it at different times, but we're gonna get into this. Let's peep.
That I'm stranded in Oklahoma with no hotel, no car. RJ literally snatched Halo off the ground, walked out, hopped in the car, and left. Didn't tell me where they were going, didn't tell me when they were back, didn't take any of his stuff. He's not allowed to do that. Just traveled, got up at 5 a.m., took a 13-month-old on the plane. Just had to get off the phone with the police. And I had to describe what my child was wearing, my 13-month-old was wearing. Didn't make sure he had a pacifier, didn't make sure he had his lovey blankets or anything. Doesn't know what time he last ate, doesn't know what time he last slept. He's never had him for more than like 30 minutes. This just shows how little he cares about his child. So now I'm waiting for police to get here. Okay.
So, man, in my experience, a lot of times when we see like these Amber Alerts and different things on our phone, we all get the notifications. Many times it is one parent taking the kid, or I don't know. It's almost like the kid is being weaponized against another parent, whether it be the female or the male. And so this breaks my heart to see it when you see this, because it's going to hurt the other person either way. If she would have done it, and I'm not going to say I'm sure she's done it, but maybe it has happened the other way too, because I want to give some grace with this part of the video. And I just hate to see these sorts of things, man, because as the child ages, they start to feel that and know a little bit more what's going on in the world, and it's just unfortunate. Let's continue.
It's crazy to me because you're
Fuck, I'm talking to you, bitch. Please, man, I don't care if you have me on recording. I could care less. I just don't want to. What I'm afraid of, because of who you are, as me, like taking him, and then you like fighting me off of him, and then you like, oh my god, you abused me. Bitch.
no, I wouldn't do. First of all, you have laid hands on me before, so
Nigga, get the fuck out of
you
here.
have.
That stupid shit.
I have pictures of it
I know.
and text
You have-
messages of it.
You have pictures of it right here.
Yeah, and you text
Who
me
the fuck is
talking
gonna
about
care
it.
about that?
Who's gonna?
RJ. Who's gonna care about that, my brother? That is damning commentary from yourself. Like, that video that evidence right there is gonna pretty much say that you admitted to doing it. You said, who's gonna care about that? You didn't say, I didn't do it. Let's continue, man. Sheesh.
Care?
There's
Who's gonna care?
Bro, there are bruises of, I don't even have to get into that.
But they came from your hands.
Of course they did.
Heard it from the horse's mouth. Can't defend that. Let's continue.
Okay.
Did I punch you? Did I slap you?
Just because you
Did I
didn't punch me
and slap
doesn't mean
you?
that's
Shut the fuck up.
okay. Wow.
Halo, come back.
Wow.
No.
At the end of the day, if you the fact that you can sit here and
I'm talking.
allow no, because your child has been traveling since 5 a.m.
Here's how the ear infection.
He's been traveling since 5 a.m. and you're sitting here making him
Don't try to
wander
play
around a
victim right now,
hotel.
Sean.
I'm not playing victim. I'm saying
to my house.
no.
You guys are dad. You went to Miami and you were a
First of
thought and
all,
your parents kept it.
Yeah, my mom is more of a parent to him than you have ever been.
Dead or alive. Shut up.
Can you pick the hotel? Because I have to be here for
Bro,
45
you just went to
days.
Miami and were a thought. You get the hotel.
That's not the document that you signed, sir.
So RJ is saying that he didn't throw any hands or anything. Maybe it was a situation where he grabbed her firm. I don't know if she was attacking him. I don't know the full dynamics of the situation, but she does have the bruises, and you said who's gonna care, so they're gonna hold that against you. But also RJ is saying like she went to Miami and did some things, that wasn't motherly, or she wasn't being motherly during her time in Miami. So he grabbed the child and did so. Man, some things you have to walk a tight line because you just ain't there. But as far as the physical portion of it, he pretty much admitted to it, which can be held against him. Let's continue with what she said after the fact.
It is now 7:26 p.m. I've been sitting in the lobby since 2 p.m. and still no room. Halo's still not back. Don't know where he is. I hope he ate dinner. I hope poor thing's been up since 5 a.m. His bedtime was an hour ago. So I hope he is back soon, because technically his visitation schedule that he's supposed to have access to the child, is from 8 to 8. So I would hope that he does at least abide by that part and bring him back by 8 p.m. So another 33 minutes, hopefully, and I will have my baby back. I genuinely really don't even know what to. I've never in my life experienced anything like this, and I pray that nobody else has to. So all I have to say is be careful who you have a baby with. Yeah, because sharing a child that you love with somebody who is literally a horrible person is not for the weak.
So that's what Tiffany was saying, waiting for her child. Wow, there's so many layers here. I've been seeing a lot of NBA players in particular crashing out in 4K online. Your business, you never wanted to come to the internet. And hearing Tiffany say, be careful who you have a child with, all this Planned Parenthood stuff, you need to be married when you have a child. And not that all marriages go correct, or smooth, right? But you want to give yourself a best chance to emulate the model that God intended for us. And they intended for, God, he intended for us to have children with our wives. So any other intercourse or anything prior, okay, you did it, but it wasn't in God's plan. So let's just get that straight. Be careful who you have a baby with. That's the reason I say that is because that's not good advice. Don't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because when a child is involved, it changes the dynamics of everything. Everything you thought was fun, was cool and all that. When another life is involved, and make it not worth it, ask a lot of people that's in these situations, was it worth it to lay down with anybody to be in the situation they're in now? So that's what I would add to that. As far as RJ, you can't be putting your hands on the women, bro. I understand you could be upset. She could be saying hurtful things. He could be saying hurtful things to her. Nobody should be touching anybody. It should never get physical. Man shouldn't hit the woman. Women definitely shouldn't hit the man either. I like to keep that in there because nobody should be hitting anybody. You ain't the parent giving a child a beating or anything like that. That they need. If you still do that, you know what I'm saying. You're not one of those. That's not your role in their life. You're supposed to be with each other. So you should be able to discuss things, disagree, and find a solution as an adult. So nobody should be touching anybody. There's heavy emphasis on the man shouldn't be, but also the woman shouldn't be either, because we should just keep it, verbal for the most part. Agree to disagree, go our separate ways. But yeah, man, I'm hoping that they can move past this. I hate when things like this come out in the public in that way. Because now the child can go back and see this. This video will be everywhere forever. You know what I'm saying? So the child will be able to see it. It's time stamped. Child can see them being a baby and this happening in their life as they get older. And so hopefully RJ kind of recognizes he needs to be a dad to his kid. Hopefully this young lady, I don't know her parental skills or anything, but hopefully she's being a good mother. And hopefully they know that the co-parenting of this child is more important than anything else. The clout, what other people are going to say about it now that it's out there in the public. They really just need to come together for the betterment of this child at the end of the day. Everything else is superficial. The 1.5 million followers she has on TikTok doesn't mean anything. You getting money, yeah, it's good. Maybe, you're taking care of your kid, obviously doing it, but the morals and values you can put in your children, that can't be bought. That can't be social media influence. That's just what you're doing behind the scenes that nobody sees. What you're putting in the child. Not doing anything for $1. Not getting on social media, just clout chasing all the time. Being a respectful young woman. RJ, you teaching your child that, that you can put your hands on their mom. And that's another thing you don't want to show. I guess it's a young lady. You don't want to show her that. So. Man, I could go on and all about this, but I want to hear your perspectives and your viewpoints on this. I just hate to see it. I hate to see it because this young man, he played for the Sixers now. He's played for the Orlando Magics, and I'm trying to think, who was the first? He was on a team before Orlando, wasn't he? Was it Dallas or something? He was on some team first, but he's recently came from Orlando over to Philadelphia 76ers. So he's in a position where he needs his character to kind of help him keep jobs in the NBA, because he's not like a star or anything like that. So he's gonna have to show, man. Now they're talking about Sixers guard. Anytime this type of stuff happens, they associate the organization you with. They say Sixers guard RJ Hampton. Their brand is attached to your wrongdoing. And that's what you can't have, man. But let me get out of here. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.